right, testing. All right, that sounds good. Let me share the stream to the Discord. Okay. God dang it. Let me go live on TikTok. This is why I stopped live streaming. It's just so much to do. Right, live on TikTok. And that should be it. Hey, JMD, what's up? All right, let me just make sure everything is looking good. Sorry, I know it takes forever. Just gotta make sure everything's good so I'm not streaming for nothing. All right, looks good to me. Sounds good, I believe. Everything's looking good. All right. Okay. Wow, what an open. All right, so we have news at 10 a.m. today. We have Jolt's job openings. Lots of volatility on the open. Wow. Okay, so bias for today. Well, it was long, but this actually might start turning short after that massive liquidity sweep. Okay, let's look at the 4 hour. Let's just start from the top. Okay. So on the 4 hour time frame, we had this this setup here. We had the liquidity. We had the demand. We tapped into that demand and then obviously moved higher from there. So this is definitely in the middle of a bullish move, right? We got higher high, higher low, and we took out that liquidity and demand, right? So the pressure right now is to the upside. All right. Now, obviously, we're trading like the 1 to 3 minute chart, so the 4 hour time frame is not really going to help us with that too much, but it just gives us an idea of the pressure. Where's the pressure? What's the trend, right? We got 26 minutes left on this green candle here. So how this green candle close should kind of give us an idea of what the next 4 hours is going to look like, right? Go down to the 1 hour time frame. We're going to see we're taking out all this liquidity here right now, which is why I said we might start seeing some weakness. Okay. Now on this 1 hour time frame, we also have this area of supply right here, which I was kind of hoping we could get to, and we still might get to it. But right now we're at like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green candles in a row starting to take out liquidity. So we might start seeing some selling pressure here, but in general, the targets are these two zones in here, okay? There's that supply zone right there and supply zone right there. All right, so that's in general where price is trying to get to. Will it get there? Not 100%, nobody knows. But that is the idea, all right? So let's let's drop down to the 5 minute time frame. And here you can see that a little bit more clearly. We're taking out these highs here, massive wick there. So obviously quite the bit of manipulation going on right now as soon as the market opens. We love manipulation, don't we? Makes trading super easy and fun. Okay, tons of volume. You'll see that I have marked out a potential long. Why is it a potential long? It's been a while since I've streamed. Why is it a potential long? Because we have this low right here. So there's liquidity resting below that low. And then we also have a level of demand right there. So this is our order zone, right? Order zone right there. Okay, if you take a look at VWAP, we are trading above VWAP. Overall trend is up, right? Overall trend is definitely up. So I don't think I'm going to be looking for any shorts particularly. Price has continuously hit demand zones after demand zones and has been respecting them so far. So let's take a look. I mean, obviously this price action is pretty hard to trade. It's just immediate spike into liquidity and massive wick. But sometimes those wicks need to be touched, right? Those wicks needs to be revisited. So let's see. All right, so I'm going to drop down to the smaller time frames now. Now we're on the 1 minute to 2 minute. Sorry, TikTok. I know TikTok is a little bit harder to see. Wow, TikTok is very, very empty today. Jesus. Middle block. What? Lagging indicators, bro. No good. Oh, I remember why I hate streaming now. Especially on TikTok. Everybody's a market pro. Everybody knows what to do, exactly what to do. Everybody knows everything, right? They're all geniuses. What's up, MD? Oh crap, I can't read that. Hold on. Happy to see that I've marked my charts. Nice. So we're trading 50K accounts. Let me write that down because everybody asks that. What do I usually put here? MNQ. Let's just say day trading. 50K accounts. Okay. That's good for now. All right. So now we really don't have much to do other than wait. I only have one zone right now that I'm interested in. And that's down in here. Yeah, that's definitely a little area of demand. You can see right here, 5 minute time frame, area of imbalance, 3 minute time frame, area of imbalance. Now it doesn't help that we're aggressively taking out these highs, right? That obviously does not help the long bias case. But for the most part, on all the time frames, we are definitely long bias. Four-hour time frame candle has 21 minutes left. So this candle has 21 minutes left. Honestly, if we close around here, anywhere above, I'd say down in here, it would still be pretty bullish. If we start closing down around here on the 4-hour time frame, we might just go back into this level here and take out this wick's lows, this candle's lows. So let's drop down to the smaller time frames again. Oh. Uh-oh. Is there no sound on TikTok? TikTok, let me know if there's sound, please. JM, wow, a lot of JMs today, huh? JM, MD, JMD, MD, JMD, JM. I've been trading for 12 years, JM trades, 12 years. I know I don't look it, but it is what it is. I don't know why I would lie about that. Ignore the keyboard warriors. Their superpower only works when Wi-Fi is on. That's a good one. It's about to dump hard. Maybe. Maybe not. We always got a 50 shot, right? Either goes up or down. That's why the community is so bad, because you got half the people always being right, half the people always being wrong, right? So somebody says it's gonna go up, and then it goes up. Whoa, market genius. There's only two directions it can go. It's being right consistently, managing your risk consistently. That's what makes someone a good trader, not saying whether the market's going to go up or down. Anybody can do that, right? You got that whole study where they had monkeys throw darts at a board or whatever, picking stocks. and they outperformed the S&P 500. So all we can do right now is wait. We're above that VWAP, right? Everything is bullish. I mean, it doesn't mean that it has to go up, but it just means that I don't really want to be shorting just in case. Although shorting around this area here, I don't think that's necessarily a bad idea, given all the liquidity that we just took out, right? These lines here are liquidity sweeps. But either way, trend is up. I try not to counter trend trade. Jose Lopez, what's up? Is that Jose? I'm really bad at names, so don't hate me. I'm quite illiterate. I'm taking a look at another chart here. Actually, I can drag it on the screen, I think. Can you guys even see this? Oh, TikTok can't see this, but YouTube you guys can. So this is a tick chart. And this kind of helps, it helps visualize price action. Yeah, see, that's why I don't short on an uptrend. Yeah, it just helps. It basically, it makes it less erratic. Kind of like if price is really compressed, like it's moving like really fast, this tick chart kind of elongates it. It kind of shows you the ebbs and flows. So I kind of look at this just to organize my thoughts, because it just helps visualize price. This is a 1597 tick chart, which is about, on the NASDAQ, I think it's like the closest time frame would be like a 1 minute to 2 minute chart. I can call you Josh. Oh. Oops. All right, so we're tapping back into that previous high. I feel like I gotta fix TikTok here. I feel like TikTok does not see much at all. There we go. Now TikTok can see, dang. Alright, wow, much better. Should have done that a long time ago. Alright, TikTok, you guys should be able to see a lot more now. Alright, nothing for me here. Nothing for me here. Talking really distracts me, though. That's another reason why I stopped streaming, is I'm not a very talkative person when I trade, especially. I lock in, right? I don't even, there's no music playing, there's nothing. It's me and the screen. So having to talk and trade at the same time is pretty difficult for me. But I kind of felt like it today. I felt like seeing who would join, how it would go. Is that Ninja Trader? Yeah. That was Ninja Trader. Alright, 4-hour candle has 14 minutes left. There goes my computer. I need a water-cooled computer. My fans are so loud. Bias is long. Do you teach? I mean, if you join the Discord, there's a section called free course there. And yeah, I mean, pretty much, yeah. All my YouTube videos are free. I teach in the Discord for pretty much free. I do have a one-on-one coaching call thing, but that's literally you can just choose to individually just book a call for very cheap, very cheap. I might just stop doing that too, because I don't even know if it's worth it, but people kept asking me. Well, this is kind of boring. Price action. So we're right back up to these highs here. That's kind of where we're struggling. This is the 15-minute chart. This wick looks like it's probably going to want to be taken out. Yeah, that wick is probably going to get taken. All right. If I had to take a guess, yeah, there goes that wick. That's what we were talking about. These long wicks, they get taken out. Hey, remember that guy said it was about to dump hard and that he's been trading since I was in diapers? See, that's why you don't talk like that, man. That's why you don't talk like that. I never make predictions like that. Like, oh, it's gonna do this. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what it's gonna do. And then you just look like a silly goober. News at 10, yeah. 10 minutes. I'm gonna go get myself a Red Bull probably. You guys know, if you've been watching, I'm quite the lethargic person. VIX at 18, not a lot of volatility. Alright, thank you. Did you work and trade before becoming profitable and just a full-time trader? Yeah. Luckily, I've always been self-employed. So I've never had a real job. I got lucky. But yes. I still do have... Excuse me. I still technically do have jobs. I don't just trade. Like, I do a lot of marketing for other traders. Like, I help traders with their social media and stuff because I'm okay. I'm decent at that as well. Do you have a subscription? No. The only paid thing that I have right now is a one-on-one coaching call, and that's for the people that, like, they just really need it. You know what I mean? Like, or just lazy people that just want to pay to get, you know, immediate knowledge, I guess. But, like, everything that if you just go through my YouTube channel and, like, go through the Discord and just are active, may take a little bit longer, but it's all there pretty much. Besides trading, do you have any businesses? Yeah, that is the marketing side. I have a small marketing agency for traders. And but we haven't even hit the news yet. What is this? What's ATR at? 21. ATR is at 21. All right, let me go get that Red Bull. Oh my gosh. Okay. By the way, guys, over on YouTube and TikTok. Oh my God, TikTok is dead. We got 15 people on TikTok. I mean, I did take a break, but damn. By the way, on YouTube. Oh yeah, smash the like button. That's what I was gonna say. Sugar-free Red Bull. White peach. I'm not an energy drink person. I got this because I went camping. Now that I think about it, I don't know why I got this for camping, but I did. And I just never drank it while camping, so still got it. It's really good, though. I usually just drink water. I don't even drink soda, but sugar-free Red Bull, of all things, is pretty tasty. All right, this thing is still going higher. So we just took out those highs. We got a little bit of a liquidity sweep there as well. High volume candle right after, but then we also took out these lows right here. Okay, so we're doing a little bit of we're trapping right now. All right, we're taking out the shorts, taking out the longs. So I'm not trading this. I'm just going to sit and watch. For now. Excuse me. Cackle Hackle, are you in the stream right now? I see that you sent a message in the Discord. Not sure what zone you're talking about. 8:45 EST zone. 8:45. Right here? I don't even know if you're watching this, but it's not it's not a bad zone. I just think it's a little bit large compared to the price action around it. Like, look at that. Like, that is a pretty big area. I usually try to keep my areas a little bit smaller, a little more condensed, like this, you know. I hope you're watching the stream, dang, because I don't want to redo this. But honestly, it's not a bad zone. Like it is valid technically. Like, just, you know, logically speaking, yeah, there was an imbalance there. But I try to stick to like the most obvious, strongest zones. So to me, this is a more obvious zone, and it also has the liquidity there, right? Liquidity's right there. I don't want to just trade a level of supply and demand, or a level of demand blindly. Now you could argue there was liquidity here, but again, not the strongest, most obvious kind of setup. Okay, so this gray zone right here is where I think we're headed. This is a 1 hour level of supply. So if I had to take a guess, that's probably where we're trying to reach for. What is a liquidity sweep? Liquidity sweep, it sounds so fancy and complicated, but it's really not. It's just people love overcomplicated things. So what a liquidity sweep is it's literally just a high or a low, okay? And it's when price breaks that high or low and then immediately reverses, pretty much. So liquidity just means like orders resting, right? So people that are short, people that are short, for example, let's say you got short here, and you were shorting here and shorting here. Where are you putting your stop loss? You're putting your stop loss right up here, right up above those highs. Okay, so what a liquidity sweep is the idea that, like, manipulators, market manipulators or whatever, the invisible hand, will stop you out, will use your stops as, like, their entries to fill their orders, to get their orders executed, and then price will reverse. Okay, so when you see like a high or low get taken out and then immediately reverse, that's what we call a liquidity sweep. It's very simple. Oh, okay, there you are. So, Justin, did that make sense? Cackle hackle. Dang it. I can't trade this. The only trade that I could take is shorting. But maybe if we get up into this gray zone, I'll try a short just for the sake of the stream. Gray zone, waiting for that gray zone. 21,620. Oh my god. There I go, getting signed out of my freaking account. 1 second. One second. I just need to sign in. I just want to make sure I don't leak something. Right. Okay. Man, if I was just always in a trade, the key to getting viewers on live streams is just trading like crazy. I remember whenever I would take a trade on TikTok, instantly would like quadruple the amount of people watching. Isn't there a supply zone at 21,609 on the 1 minute, and it's within a 15-minute, 1 hour, and 4 hour fair value gap? So I don't use fair value gaps, so that doesn't really mean anything for me. All right, there's the. Oh, is that the news? Yeah, there's the news. Supply zone at the 21,609. 21,609 on the 1 minute. 21,609. No, there's nothing there, unless you're like scrolling way back. 1 minute? Are you sure? Did you mean to say the 1 minute? Because 21,609 is right here on the 1 minute. 21,609. Which coin? No, it's not a coin. NASDAQ, trading NASDAQ. All right, so the news is out. Still not even that. There's not a lot of trading today, is there? Not a lot of volume. It's to the left, yeah. Sorry if it was. No, it's not stupid. No, it's not stupid. I just didn't quite understand. But we're all trying to learn more, aren't we? Supply and demand zones are marked out with the gray, right? So if you see a gray box, that's some sort of supply or demand. So this is like a 1 hour supply level right here. Imbalance level. I don't know why you gotta call it supply or demand. I feel like it's just easier to call it a imbalance zone or order zone. Although an order zone for me is when that's pretty much what I trade. I feel like that's the word that I got to use. I don't know if I'm the first to use that. Probably not the first person to use that word, but that's the coined term that I'm using for my strategy, at least. I was trying to get a name for my strategy because I couldn't really get a name for it. And I think the name is kind of like order zones. That's what I'm trading. Trading where the orders are. Okay. Now it's getting a little interesting. God, I don't want to counter trend. I always get burnt when I counter trend trade, but you know, it's a special day. We're live streaming again. I don't know if I'm going to keep live streaming. Kind of just did this on a whim because I felt like it. But maybe, who knows? We'll see. It all depends on how much I enjoy it. Alright, so here's an ABCD pattern into this area of supply. Does not mean that this is a short, but we could see some slowing down in this area. Now I'm going to go watch the tick chart. Here, I'll put it on the screen for you guys on YouTube. So here's the tick chart. You can see we're starting to get a little bit of selling pressure, but this is a pretty strong uptrend. But let's see, we're seeing the beginning signs of some selling pressure here. Order blocks, no. From what I understand, order blocks are different. All right, so this is quite the rejection here. I guess I should have just put in a limit order there, huh? But no. All right, so let's start getting a little bit of a bigger picture of things here. So we're currently bumping up against this 1 hour time frame. Supply level. Let me see. 1 second. Yeah. Okay. This line, I don't like this. Get rid of that. All right. So we're bumping up against this 1 hour time frame of 1 hour supply level. I don't think we're just going to be able to blast right through this 1 hour level. I mean, that would be pretty crazy. Now, because of course that I said that, it'll be the one time it does. But usually, these areas are at least act as an area where we get some sort of reaction. I'm honestly, if I do take a short, I'm probably just going to take like one contract, super small size, just for the stream. because I wouldn't normally take a counter trend trade, but that's another reason why I stopped streaming, is because I always felt pressure to take a trade. This 3-minute time frame is pretty strong. That's quite the close there. Probably going to need to take out these highs. Probably going to take out these highs here. There's probably some liquidity resting above there. Oh, no, wow. Alright, this might be a sharp turnaround then. No, I know, Josh. It's just it's not you guys. It's just like, it's me. It's just me wanting to make a good stream. Look at that. There she goes. Dang. All right, so yeah, there you go. There's that 1 hour level of supply in action there. Right. So yeah, wow, look at that. Holy crap. Jesus. All right, now it's kind of getting interesting again, because could probably start looking for some longs potentially. There's a little bit of a zone down in here. Wow. Jeez. Those zones work, guys. Those zones work. All right, so there's an area of demand down in here. There's a low right there, so this is our order zone. 3-minute time frame, you can see it there as well. Wait, why did I mark it like that? The hell? This could honestly be a decent short down into here. Maybe at a 50. Maybe we take this at the 50 here. Ugh, that's not a... I don't love that trade. Let me think about this one. Risk it for the biscuit. It is a strong reaction. But I don't think I would be pretty surprised if we go all the way back up here. So let's put a little short order. Let's do it at the 61.8, a little bit closer to this area. Let's see if we can get tagged there. Stop loss would be 20 points. When you're When you are sure about a trend and you see a good entrance option, how many contracts do you use per trade? I'm sorry if my English is bad. No, your English is fine. I just, in my latest video actually on YouTube, I just talked about how to kind of calculate like what contract size you should use. So usually on average, my stop loss is about 20 points. And I'm trading 50K accounts. So my drawdown on 50K accounts, if you're using a prop firm like I am, I believe on Apex is $2,500. So I literally just asked ChatGPT. I think I said like, how many micros do I need to trade if my average stop loss is 20 points? And I have a $2,500 drawdown, and 20 trades in a row will cause. Okay, I'm overcomplicating it. Basically, you don't want to blow up. The only way you want your average stop loss to be 1/20th of your drawdown. Okay, so it should take you 20 losses in a row to hit your max drawdown, is what I'm saying. Okay, so 2,500 divided by 20 trades, losing trades in a row is $125. So that's how much I risk per trade, $125. And I think that comes out to about, I usually use 3 to 4 micros, okay? Usually I think I risk a little bit more than $125. But honestly, it's fine. I'm not a huge math guy, right? Like I just do it. All right, let's see if this trade will work. This is not a typical trade that I would take. That's why I'm using 1 micro, just for fun. We're just playing off of this 1 hour supply level. That's quite the strong candle there. This is like a V bottom too. You know, this is probably not a great trade. This is a really strong reversal. But that's why I took 1 micro. I'm going to be super aggressive with this trade too. It pretty much has to do another V reversal here. If it just starts consolidating here, it's going to break up. More than likely. Took away the profit box. Honestly, I didn't take it away. Well, I guess I did, but wait, let me see. No, I'm just lazy. I just want 2 sources on my OBS. I don't want to track 3. But you can see the... Oh, you can't see the profit. That's why I had it in the first place on TikTok. Profit box. Let me see. This needs to go right now. Go right now. I'm literally just going to risk at these highs. I don't like this trade at all. Maybe a little bit above those highs. Just give it a little bit of room. But all right, let me figure out this profit box thing. Yeah, see how it's consolidating? This is what I'm talking about. It shouldn't do this. It shouldn't. It's got to go now. God dang it. I keep getting... This is my ADHD. My ADHD is going crazy right now. Oh, yeah. This is probably a loser. I'm tempted to just close it out, but let me just figure out this frickin' profit box thing. Sources... Vertical sources. Whoop. Oh, there we go. And do this. Yeah, down a whopping $5 right now. Again, this trade is just for fun. Not giving it any room. All right, there we go. Okay, well, we tried. Let's see what happens. Honestly, that might be where it reverses. That's a supply level right there. But who knows? Maybe we'll take another crack at it. We're trading 1 micro on the counter trend, so we can literally lose a billion times in a row and not blow up. Well, not literally, but let's give it some time. Let's see if it can prove itself here. Oh yeah. God dang it. Oh. Oh. All right, let's see if we can catch it moving. $16 stop loss. ATR is 16. Come on. Counter trend trading, my favorite. Higher time frame, bro. This zone is the higher time frame. Again, trading 1 micro, counter trend trading. Weekly, daily. I'm trading a 1 minute time frame. Why would I look at the weekly and daily chart? All right, if this gets stopped out, I'm not going to take any more counter trend trades. We can do it for fun, but don't want to keep losing on the counter trend side, because then it's just going to make me angry. It's just going to make me annoyed. Despite it only being 1 micro, I still don't like to lose. Ah, man, all right. It's going to go for these highs more than likely if it doesn't turn around right this second. I don't know how that didn't stop me out. But it likely will, given the price action we've seen. This looks like it was a trap here. Trapped some short sellers. This could be a potential liquidity sweep, but my stop loss is so small it's probably just going to get tagged because of volatility anyways. But the stop has to be where it is. I don't want to risk more than that. Risk management. Yeah, it's gonna yep, I was about to say it's gonna get hit right now. I saw it on the tick chart. I saw it. It was about to freaking pop up. All right, no more counter trend trading. Let's actually try to trade this trend now. And of course. Let's see. That's why you don't counter trend trade. You can't make that up, dude. Oh my god. Morion, you trying to be my liquidity real quick, bro? Morion, more like moron. Nice name, loser. This Red Bull's making me sweat, Jesus. Oh man, this is a boring day. Boring day. We're just chopping around. Still in that 1 hour zone, right? Still in that 1 hour liquidity or supply area. Will this be a good entry? The problem is this is all counter trend. So as much as it looks like a good, like it's holding, it's just a difficult trade to time. Well, at least this is for my, like the way that I trade. I have super small stop losses. So like if you trade counter trend and you have super small stop losses, it's really difficult because you're literally fighting the momentum, and if you have a small stop loss, that's going to take you out. And look at freaking where I got stopped out. This is like my specialty. Getting top ticked, bottom ticked out. That's also something that happens if you have good entries and small stops. I place shorts, but I just keep getting chopped out. Well, now you're getting some movement. This is 1 minute time frame. 1 minute. All right, I'm going to get rid of these executions just because they make me angry, and I don't want to trade on tilt. Ah, there we go, much better. We have all this liquidity sitting here. Theoretically, these should be calling price's name out of this zone. What do you guys say? Should I take another 1 micro? I mean, it really doesn't matter. Let me see. We're down $52 today. Okay, yesterday we were up 500. So just for reference. We can lose 10x. Now, that's not a healthy mindset to have, but it's fine if you're just trying to have some fun. I wouldn't have to re-enter if I didn't get top ticked out. And of course, yeah, look at that. God, dude, this is... When I stream, it's when I stream. I remember when I was streaming like a month ago. It took about a month break, I think. I was getting top ticked and bottom ticked out so often that it was like statistically significant. Like I was like, okay, that's like ridiculous. I gotta go actually study this, and that's why I stopped streaming, because I wanted to focus only on my trading. And I did that. Got locked back in, and now I'm right back to it, man. Streaming. I don't know if I can stream and trade at the same time. I'm gonna be honest. Now that was not even a trade that I would take normally, but still. Oh my god, can we get some price movement? You remember that? Yeah, I know, right? Like it was like I know I sound like I'm exaggerating, but it was ridiculous. Like it was like every time. Yeah, I would get bottom ticked out and then it would skyrocket, or top ticked out. Not even like I'm getting wicked out, like literally the bottom or the top by like the tick, and then price would turn around. No matter where I put my stop loss, it was just like, it was the worst. All right, going back up again. At this point, I wouldn't be short. I mean, I wouldn't be short in the first place, but if I were to be short, I wouldn't really be doing it until we take out some liquidity first, because this thing's just begging to go and take out some people's stop losses right now. Give some room for your stop loss. I know that's the logical thing to do, but my stop loss and risk management is what has led to me succeeding as well. I got funded that way. Yeah, I've sent some screenshots of my performance in the Discord, like my trade of 8, you know. It's very consistently up, with some exceptions, and that's because I have good risk management, right? Like, I have really small stop losses, which means that I can take many stop losses, many losing trades in a row, and then one trade that actually goes in my way, it just wipes all those losses out. The hardest part of trading with small stop loss is not over trading, because you can get stopped out a bit. You know, if you have a small stop loss, you got to be picky with your entries. You got to be very patient and picky and really try to get that good entry. The entry is everything. If you have a small stop loss, you need a good entry. Otherwise, you're just going to always get stopped out, right? So you got to be patient. You got to wait for the best setups, which obviously I'm not doing today, but the best setup would be a long down here. That is the strategy. But price is just nowhere even close to that area, so I'm bored. So boring, man. Look at this. This is like trading like a penny stock with no volume. I just got stopped out 2 times today. Damn. R.I.P. This is MNQ, guys. No, it's not Forex, it's not crypto. If you're over on YouTube, smash up that like button if you want. MNQ, but yes, technically NQ1, same. It's gonna look the same, but the chart is the same, but it is technically different. It's just smaller size. All right, it's going down again, retesting that zone. I'd be pretty surprised if it just actually goes down from here, because there's all this resting liquidity there. Oh, is it gonna do it? There's kind of a long setup, actually. I don't know if I'm gonna take it given the situation we're in right now. bouncing up against this this resistance and this massive red candle that's forming now, but there is these lows, and we do have an imbalance right there. So we do have a little bit of an order zone there, but my God, is it a small one? And volatility could easily just, you know, we could just, because this is like the calm before the storm. Every time you see the NASDAQ kind of coil up like this, usually means we're about to just go, just take everybody out. It's always what it does. It's like everybody starts trading this range, and then all of a sudden, boom, 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 it just takes everybody out. Which we could technically try to use that in our favor, right? Because it's probably going to take out stop losses below this low, and then probably go take out stop losses above those highs. So maybe we'll take this trade. Maybe. Maybe. You know what? Yeah, we'll take this trade. We'll take this trade on... I guess we'll do full size. Does MNQ correlate with the SPX? Yes, it does. They're both the stock market, basically. So... SPX just broke yesterday's high. Oh, yeah. Wow, yeah, they're not very correlated today. And look at the Dow Jones. Dow Jones is not even... Nothing's really correlated today. They're all moving their own way. Wait, where'd my... Alright. Crap. I don't know if I want to enter on such a candle like that. There's the zone right there. Let's see if we can get a retest. I don't know if we will, to be honest with you, because it is like, this is the 1 minute time frame we're trading here. God dang it. Oh my God, it got me. All right, now it needs to explode up. It needs to explode up right now. I said right now. You need to explode up right now. All right, this is not looking super promising right now. We need to see that trap, the trapping of short sellers. And my stop loss is very vulnerable right there. Okay. Wow. All right. That was a real trade. That is painful. But we can make it back with one trade, so let's lock in here. All right. Honestly, there's no more setups until all the way down here. I still think these highs need to be taken out. I still can re-enter this. My rule is that I can only enter twice. 2 full stop losses in one zone, and then I'll stop trading it. But it's going to have to prove itself a little bit more now, because that was very weak there. All right, we're down 125 bucks today. That's not too bad. Again, we were up 500 yesterday, so that's the magic of risk to reward. Okay, here's a little bit of a reaction here. Is it going to be a fake out is the question. I think I'm willing to bet on it again. Let's see, 12. All right, got to target these highs. That's where it would make sense for price to go, but price doesn't have to make sense. ATR is super small. It's 12 points. Yesterday, or I don't know if it was yesterday, but it was just at 30 points. We got a strong close on this candle, so as long as that's not a fake out trap, should be okay. All right, I'm going to go to break even. Should go for these highs. Should go for those highs. Unless it comes right back down right now. Which it very well could. But that's why we're at break even. Why don't you trade with higher time frame? I do. This whole gray zone here is higher time frame. I don't like literally trade the higher time frames, but I kind of use it to help gauge the direction. This is looking pretty weak, to be honest. This is more than likely going to be a break-even trade if I had to guess, but maybe we'll get lucky. Might do that second touch kind of thing. Comes right down to that break-even, then turns around. But I'm not going to give it another shot. Okay, this is nice. Needs to really start going now. Come on. Come on. Come on. Alright, I'm going to sell one into this because I don't have super high confidence in this holding. And I want to take back some losses. And now I can just hold the rest and wait for these highs to get taken out. Without we were just talking about this in the Discord. If you have trouble holding on to your winners, just sell a super small amount of it, or cover a super small amount of it, just to feel like you got something, and then just keep the rest at break even. These highs should be pretty vulnerable. That's the idea. But this 1 hour candle has 20 minutes left. If it can close in this zone, we'll be good. But other than that, it's not, that 1 hour candle's not looking too strong. We're gonna sit on this 2-minute time frame because it looks the best in my opinion. So that will help my psyche. This is MNQ, MNQ, MNQ. No, it's just a waiting game. Either a stupid break-even trade or we'll break through those highs. Broker, right now I'm trading on Apex. Not a broker, it's a prop firm, but excuse me. They have a sale right now. I think it's 71% off with no activation fee. It's pretty good. Pretty good. What are you on? what an autocorrect. The original said, "What are you on about?" And then he said, "What are you on?" This is TradingView, and I'm using Apex Trader to trade. Apex Trader. These are I'm multi-propping or copy trading, whatever you want to call it, on like I think 50K accounts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 50K accounts. All from Apex right now. I do have a funded account from Take Profit Trader, but I'm trying to stack up funded accounts. So I already got funded with Apex, but now I'm trying to get funded, or I got funded with Take Profit Trader. Now I'm trying to get funded with Apex. Slowly grinding away. Just like this trade is slowly grinding away in profit. Come on, let's go take out those stop losses. Oh yeah, come on. Come on. I see it. I see this. I see the potential. Where's the strength? You gotta pop, 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 pop. Yep, yep, yep. Ah, God. We don't want to keep popping and then getting rejected. That is not good. Gotta see some follow through, NASDAQ. Oh, this is going to go and take these lows out. Just got to hope it doesn't take me out with it. Oh, maybe not. You got to pop now. You got to break out. Break out, break out, break out. Come on. If we fail again here, that's not going to be good. I'm watching it on the tick chart. Tick chart is, here, I'll put it on the screen for YouTube folk. You can see this consolidation right here. Got to break through these highs here. Oh, is it going to do it? Go. Oh my God, it's failing again. Come on. Come on, big green candle. Big green candle, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Oh my God, it's so slow. There we go, come on. All right, that was a good close. Good sign. right back into this resistance, this 1 hour resistance time or resistance zone, supply zone, whatever you want to call it, and a little bit of a rejection there. Not ideal, but we have taken out more liquidity on the downside than the upside, so these highs should be taken. In theory. What strategy are you using? My own strategy. It's not just supply and demand, CJ. I like to call it the simple trader method. That's not the actual name. I don't know what I want to call it. All right, very well could reject here really hard. But ideally we take those highs. That's the goal. But the market doesn't care what our goal is. The market cares about screwing over as many people as possible. Okay. And we should break. Take out those highs. All right. I'm going to sell one more right there. And I'll let this last one ride. There we go. There's the break. Probably should have waited to sell that a little bit, but that's something I'm trying to work on is holding on longer. At least we have one more. I'm just a little bit nervous about this area here, especially with liquidity in it. I mean, this is technically like an order zone right now, a bearish order zone. All right, we got all this liquidity sitting up here, and we're in a 1 hour time frame supply. So it might be a struggle to get through here, but that's why we took some profits. Let me look at these executions. This is definitely not the cleanest trading. Took one there, took one there. Probably should not have taken one there. That was just me rushing to get some profit on the table, but maybe we can make up with it, make up for it with a big runner. All right, let's take a look here. So as of right now, if this were to come back to break even, we would be down about $15. From how many losers did we take? We took 3 losers in a row, right? 2 of them were on 1/3 the size, and then one was on full size. But it only takes one small winner like this, right? This is not even a monster trade, right? Like I took profit right here. In hindsight, obviously that's not a big enough move to be taking profit at. But again, this is something that I'm working on. And even then, that's the beauty of it. Even then, I can trade like an idiot, and it still brings me back into profit, or at least break even. So that's why I always say all you gotta do is not blow up. Just don't lose everything. Your opinion on TGR? TGR is most definitely not a trader. I think he likes to trade. I think he thought he knew how to trade. Like, genuinely. Like, I think he probably was believing. And he probably did see some success at first. That's the problem, is that a lot of people see success at first and immediately think that they're pros, right? But he made all his money in crypto. Not day trading. He got into day trading after he made a lot of money in crypto. And he is knowledgeable on concepts, but from everything that I've seen, I don't think he's actually, profitable or whatever, which is fine, but I mean, don't sell a $3,000 course too if you're if you're not trading, right? I've heard that he has like very high pressure salesmen too. I don't know, if you're making $100,000 on a single trade, why do you need to sell a $3,000 course and have high pressure salesmen? Heyo, broke those highs. If we see a strong rejection here, that could be the dagger. Take out these highs and then reject, but honestly not a whole lot of volume in this candle here. I might start trailing on the tick chart just to lock in. Yeah, I'm gonna start trailing. I'm trailing on the tick chart, so you can't really see it on TikTok, by the way. Can't see the tick chart on TikTok, but YouTube, you guys can see that. Just trailing right behind. It looks like it might want to just pop here, and if it doesn't, I do think we're gonna start getting some rejection down. So I'll just trail right behind. I'm your confirmation it will continue to go up. Hey, there we go. Thank you. No, I'm probably gonna get tagged here. My stop loss is ridiculously close. Well, it's not even a stop loss, right? I mean, it technically is, but I'm trailing. Yeah, that was probably the last bit higher we're gonna get before getting me, at least. Lord. What do you mean, Lord? How much can I make with 1K day trading? I wouldn't use 1K to trade. I would just get a prop firm account for $50 and just use that. $50 a month, you can get a prop firm account and practice. Wow, this thing is still going. That was surprising. All right, we'll trail on the tick chart again. Oh yeah. If you have $1,000 as well, you can just buy my course. But it is $2,000, so you might want to put the rest on a credit card. You might want to get a loan shark loan, because if you buy my course, you will get $1 billion back. The best ROI. Or subscribe to my OnlyFans. All right, now it should get me. That's a pretty strong rejection there, and I'm happy to be out there. All right, yep, there's that strong. It looks like this is about to start moving. Okay, so that's the full trade there. In hindsight, obviously, this sell right here, not part of the plan, not great. But these two sells, I'm happy with. Those were fine. Those had good reason to be sold. This down here, not good. But it is what it is. Okay, so we were down 125. Oh, that's kind of depressing. We were down 125. Now we are up $81. We were up $500 yesterday, so not the best, but we are up. We are up $81 across 6 accounts. So, although yesterday we were up $500 on 6 accounts. So, but that's okay. That is trading. Didn't have a lot of room to work with today. The ATR was 12 points, was it? Like, what am I going to do with 12 points? 12 ATR, 12-point ATR. But yeah, there's the setup. So these first 2 trades were against the trend, right? And not how I normally trade, and of course resulted in losses. This setup here, I actually lost on the first attempt. Got frickin' bottom ticked again. What do I tell you guys? My stop loss is impeccable. So bottom ticked the stop loss there, which we would have had a much bigger day if I didn't get that stupid stop loss there. But then I saw, obviously we started getting some confirmation, and I rebought there. And the rest is history. And this thing is still going up, surprisingly. That is crazy. Wow. On the tick chart there, that is impressive. All right, well, that's probably it for me today, boys and girls. What prompt firm do you recommend? If you join the Discord, I have all the best discounts. I have all the prompt firms that I use and all the best discounts. Damn it, guys! I did not expect that to keep going. This is strong. This is probably just going to uptrend for the rest of the day at this point. But yeah, I use Apex Trader and Take Profit Trader. Take Profit Trader is definitely the best by far, but Apex Trader is the cheapest. Boy, I ain't joining your Discord. Come on, cuh. Okay, well, there's literally I don't sell anything there. It's free. It's literally free. Scratch that. I do sell one thing, but it is a one-on-one coaching call for $100. All right. And so far, nobody books that. So, learn for free. Go ahead. Or don't. It doesn't really affect me. All right, guys. I'll see you guys. Well, I'm probably not going to live stream tomorrow. I just felt like doing this today. Damn, guys. Frick. It's really moving now. Whatever. Again, that's my weakness. My weakness is covering too much size too early. And yet somehow I'm still able to be consistent. So that's a great sign. Just means my math is in check. So as long as I sort out covering too early, I should be great. Should be good to go. Why not you? You said my fault. Spoke too soon. Thanks, G. Brother has lock-in the captions with executions like that. This is why I don't stream. Alright, see you guys. When I see you guys, subscribe to the YouTube channel, TikTok if you want to see more of me. YouTube's the place to be. I don't really like TikTok too much because of, you can clearly see, just people are so annoying on TikTok. I don't got time to deal with that. Alright, yeah, go subscribe to the YouTube. Link is in my bio. Damn, this thing keeps going. God damn it. Join the Discord. We're pretty active in there. I send key levels every single day. I send the levels that I watch. I'm not live streaming every day, but I do drop videos on YouTube every week and all that good stuff. Okay. See you guys in the next one.